What's up, guys? Welcome back to This Just In. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at a GIK Capital 3 and the Lightning eMotors merger update. We're also going to take a look at Micron Technology. It's a stock we've owned for a while. Their price target just got upgraded, and it looks pretty good. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in. Alright guys, before we get started today, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you can stay up to date. I try to post new videos every day with like growth stocks, penny stocks, anything I think can help us become better investors. There's a link down in the description to my Patreon account. Come join the family over there. If you want to be part of the Day One squad, now's the time to do it. I'm doing the first 100 patrons for just $1 because that is the Day One squad right there. The first 100. I just want to say thank you to all my patrons, all my subscribers. I love you more than you will ever understand. Growing the channel with you is amazing, and you have no idea how much I appreciate it. When you come over to the Patreon, though, you'll get access to the private Discord where we talk stocks. You'll get links to 4 different portfolios so you can see exactly what I invest into. And then anytime I buy or sell a stock, up to the second I do it, I send out a notification. So if you want to follow along with that, if you want to help us grow the channel, be part of the Day One squad, be part of the family, come join us. We would love to have you. So guys, let's not waste any time. Let's jump in. I want to make this video short because I usually am really long-winded. Okay, first thing we want to look at here. GIK Capital 3 announces effectiveness of registration statement and special meeting date for proposed business combination with Lightning eMotors. This came out a few days back. Pretty much they are starting the vote. So if you were a stockholder as of March 15, 2021, you will either get a notification depending on which broker you're with, or you'll have to jump on and vote. This link right here shows you how to vote. I can post it down below if anybody wants to see it. Just put it down in the comments. Essentially what will happen now is everybody will send in their vote. You have to have your vote in by April 20th. On April 21, they'll tally them up, depending on which way it goes, which it'll definitely go through, most likely, I would imagine. And then they will combine, the ticker symbol will change to ZEV. And then they will be trading under Lightning eMotors. So really exciting there, big milestone for them. You guys know I love this stock. I think it's going to do very well moving forward. If we look at the chart here, you can see that, it has been getting just beat down really badly lately. They signed the deal with DHL to get 100, vans out there on the road. They've got some good news coming out. The merger's completing. This stock is beat all the way down to $10.50, which is a great price. If you're going to get into this stock, now's the time to do it. Before the merger, if it gets called off, like say you get in right now and the merger vote doesn't go through, your bottom is $10. I had one of my Patreons in the Discord put a really nice article in there, about how you can redeem your shares on any SPAC for either, $10 or whatever the market price is if it's higher than $10. So if it's higher than $10, you want to sell it. If it's lower than $10, this is post-merger or pre-merger, before the merger, you can redeem it for $10. So your downside is really minimized on a play like this, that it's at $10.50. Now I do think that post-merger, they come together, everything, merges, they start doing business. You will see the stock move up towards the upside. Now, in these market conditions, it may not happen right away. It probably won't. But I do see this stock over the course of the next 12 to 24 months doing very well. They've got great fundamentals. They're in a very, exploding industry with EV. And in my opinion, they have one of the biggest market shares of the class 3 to class 6 electric vehicles. So I love this stock. Think it's going to do very well. I just wanted to bring you guys an update and show you that the merger vote has started and it will be finished and decided on April 21st. So check these guys out. I love this stock. Think it's going to kill it. The next one we're going to take a look at is Micron Technology. I wanted to show you this real quick. So Micron Western Digital price targets lifted as Longbow sees memory upside. Micron Technology is a memory and storage company. They do, for computers and, semiconductors, for any technology. They handle like the memory and the storage. Let's see if we show here. Longbow maintains a buy rating on Micron and raises the price target from $96 to $120, expecting ASP upside and underappreciated uptick in H2 2021. DRAM and NAND cost declines, which should drive H2 EPS to $4 versus the $3 consensus. Western Digital is we won't talk about Western Digital. That'll be a different video. The next one is Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley is out with its Micron earnings preview, expecting the company to report a strong quarter through. Enthusiasm over sharp increase in PC and server pricing should be tempered by smaller increase elsewhere and potential supply chain constraints in the May quarter. Morgan Stanley maintains an overweight rating and a $105 price target. So you do got some kind of mixed, feelings there, but even at the $105 price target, that is still up from the $87 where it's at right now. This is Micron Technology's website. We've owned this stock for a while now, ever since back in November of 2020. Like I said, they are a memory and storage company, one of the bigger ones in the industry. You can see here they have applications in 5G, automotive, which would be the EV, client, consumer, industrial, mobile, networking, server. They've really kind of shifted their business model lately to more of the data center type realm, which makes them a lot less, dependent on the consumer. Data centers always need more memory, always need solutions like this. If we take a look at their About Us page, Micron memory and storage solutions define what the world can do with data. Our more than 40,000 team members in 17 different countries work with countless customers to innovate every day and pursue the products that will shape how we live and work tomorrow. Guys, this is a really cool company, really big company. You guys know that I'm bullish on semiconductors and anything that's going to help drive our further technology in these evolving and growing industries. Right here it says Micron Technology is a world leader in innovating memory and storage solutions that accelerate the transformation of information into intelligence, inspiring the world to learn, communicate, and advance faster than ever. We deliver the world's broadest portfolio of technologies at the core of today's most significant disruptive breakthroughs, such as artificial intelligence and autonomous vehicles. So guys, they're doing some really cool stuff in some really big industries, really strong company. I'll kind of give you some revenue numbers, then we'll jump into the chart and we'll wrap this thing up because like I said, all the other videos are like 20 minutes. I want to keep this one short. Okay, so as far as revenue goes, in 2016, they did $12.39 billion. Then they jumped up to $20.3 billion in 2017, $30.3 billion in 2018, and then they did $23.4 billion in 2019. So they lost about $7 billion from 2018 to 2019. Then in 2020, they even lost more, down to $21.4 billion. And then in their trailing 12 months, they've done about $22 billion. But they are projected to end 2021 fiscal year at $26.4 billion. So they went up, then they sold off, then they lost revenue in 2019, but they have been steadily kind of bringing that back up to the $26 billion range at the end of this year. Now they are projected to do $33.5 billion in 2022. $36 billion in 2023, and then for some reason they're projected to do less in 2024 at $32.9 billion, and then in 2025 $34.5 billion. So kind of right there, when you're getting up in the tens of billions of dollar range, it's hard to continuously grow at massive rates like this. So that right there, getting back up to the $30 billion range, beating their 2018 revenue is good. That's really good news. We like to see that. Their gross profit was $2.5 billion in 2016, $8.4 billion in 2017, $17.8 billion in 2018, lost in 2019 down to $10.7 billion, then down to $6.5 billion in 2020, and they've only done $6.9 billion in their trailing 12 months. Their net income was negative $276 million in 2016. Then they made $5 billion in 2017, $14 billion in 2018, 6.3 billion in 2019, 2.6 billion in 2020, and they're sitting at 2.9 billion in their trailing 12 months. So revenue's kind of been up down. Like I said, when you're making tens of billions of dollars, it's really challenging to grow at ridiculous growth rates like that. I heard Warren Buffett say one time, it is way easier to compound $1 million 5 times than it is to compound $1 billion 5 times. So billion's a big number. They're making a ton of money. This company is real healthy. I think that over the course of the next 5 years, this is a good play. Very, high value. The stock's been beaten down a little bit in the last few weeks, but overall it is super ran up. If you look ever since back here in, September, even back here in March where COVID came, boom, just kind of came up, kind of traded sideways for a while here. And then ever since like November, beginning of November, just shot up. We got in originally around $62, like right here in the middle towards end of November, and then it's just ran up like crazy since then. We've done very well on it. It reached a high of $95.75. $95.75, and then again $95.49 right here. As you can see, it is down a little bit in the last few days. If we take a look off its high, you're sitting 16% down, which isn't too bad. I wouldn't imagine this stock is going to get beat down like all of the other, technology growth companies because of how established it is. But you do have some nice room back up to the upside to get to its price target of, the Morgan Stanley at $105. You still have some nice room. And then I want to say that other Longbow put up to $120 price target on it. So to get up to 120, you would be looking at 38%. That's nice growth, really nice growth, especially, within the next 12, months or even by the end of 2021. So, guys, I really like Micron Technology. I think they're going to do very well. I just kind of wanted to bring you, an update on GIK Capital 3 and then give you another stock that just got a nice price target upgrade. I think Micron Technology is a stock that you put in one of your portfolios and you dollar cost average into it. You let it ride because over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, this is a company that's not going anywhere. They're going to continuously grow their company. They've got deep roots is where I'm getting. The stock is ran up right now. Definitely. You can see here came all the way down, closed below the 50-day moving average, has started to try to make its way back up. Looks like it is kind of getting rejected right here at the 20-day moving average. It is down a little under 1% today, 0.74%. Honestly, guys, depending on what you're trying to do, if you're not already in this stock, I would probably watch it over the next few days and kind of see what happens. Probably wait for it to close above the 20-day moving average. But at the end of the day, I think, again, if you're holding it for a long period of time, you'll end up doing just well, just fine on it. If it's something you're trying to swing trade, I wouldn't do it. This isn't the stock I would swing trade. You've got other stocks out there that'll move a lot faster. But guys, I do want to say this real quick. When I talk about a stock on here and I say, it's a long-term play, or, if you buy a stock with the intention of it being a long-term play, it's got to be a long-term play. You can't buy a stock for the long term and then 2 weeks later it goes down 5%, 10%, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm losing money. If you've got high conviction in it, then it's a long-term play, and you've got to understand that, the day-to-day fluctuation, the week-to-week, the month-to-month fluctuation doesn't really matter, because if you've got enough conviction in it and that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the road it's going to do very well, then you shouldn't be worried about it. This is a stock that's in my long-term dollar cost average high growth portfolio. That portfolio is a little risky because I do got a lot of high growth stocks in there, but I've also got it really diversified with upwards of almost 50 different stocks in the financial industry, the tech industry, the EV industry. So if you want to check that out, come join us at the Patreon. But yeah, this is a stock, guys, I throw in. I rarely check that portfolio. I probably look at it once every 2 days, and kind of see how it's doing, look at it, where it's at. adjusted as needed, but it's not something that I'm staring at all day, every day, like my 5X portfolio or my personal portfolio that I'm trying to grow really quickly. The 5X portfolio that I'm doing, that's the $2,000 portfolio. It's under that now. It's down quite a bit now, because it was just jam-packed with the most high growth stocks you could get into. The reason why I did that portfolio at the Patreon is because I wanted to show people that you can take a small amount of money right like that and grow it, but there is going to be a lot of risk involved, like you can see right now with the market correction. Now, I have been slowly adding to it, trying real careful to not let it get above the 2,000, that we initially started with. I have sold some off and put some back in, but at the end of the day, I think it's still going to do very well. By the end of the year, I think that portfolio will be up much more than it is today, and much more than we were even up at one point. At one point, we were up over $1,000 within like 10 weeks. So I think it's going to do well, guys. Put MU on your watch list. I think it's going to kill it. Watch out for the GIK Capital 3 merger. If you own it, go vote on it. If you don't, then you don't have to worry about that. But if you have any questions, put it down in the comments. If you want me to give you the link to show you how to vote on it, let me know and I can put that down there. Come join us at the Patreon if you want to be part of the Day One squad. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a licensed stockbroker. Always go do your own research and due diligence. And that's it for today, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.